Welcome to another Ocho Libre out-of-the-box adventure. This time to Mazatlan, Mexico, to a really cool private surf spot called El Patole. You need to get invited. It's full, and I've been on the list for about a year, and I got an invite. It's actually a little late in the season, and we flew into the eye of the Hurricane Norma, which slammed into Cabo San Lucas, which is directly across from Mazatlan, and this is what it looked like. The first 2 days we simply sat around and
the classic
watched the rain.
Shot, right? When you have your toes on the sand.
Yeah. A Corona and a hurricane.
It is raining so hard that the entire air is this water.
it could blow away at any moment.
Woo!
So obviously everybody was itching to surf. That's Jimmy and Bill checking out the surf. And of course it's always a lot bigger than it looks in pictures. But I think boredom finally got the best of Bill. But the sun did come out and the waves started pumping. Here you can see me. I'm about a third of the way down because it was breaking right there, but then this big one came through and I got it for one of the longest rides of the trip.
Oh, it's fucking sweet one. Stay high, kid. Oh, yeah. I think that's going to be the wave of Otis's trip right there.
Couple of shots looking outside my little cabina, sunset to the west, and these great palm trees which were right in front that I ended up painting. A few local flora and fauna and a little gecko type dude who was walking by. Sunsets were fabulous, like they usually are after hurricanes. Here's a shot of Padre Big Wave Dave. He kneeboards on a longboard and is an awesome surfer. You can see some of the beach as the drone circles around. This is just north of Mazatlan, and a beautiful point break. All left-handed waves, which is the opposite of what I normally surf here in California. And the rocky area is sort of usually where the takeoff point is. And you can see there's this building, kind of lookout building that's right there on the point. Look at that beach. that Ryan?
I didn't see it. Hold on. Dave. Looks like
Dave
that-
catching a nice little carver here. And here's Bill doing a face plant.
Is that Bill?
But Bill was one of the better surfers here. You can get him, see him getting a little tube. And here's another guy, I don't know who this was, but you can see how nicely he carves back into the pocket, going up and down the wave. Staying in the power slot. Right after Hurricane Norma, which we flew into, Hurricane Otis popped up, which was the laughingstock of a storm for a while until it suddenly turned into a Cat 5 hurricane and slammed into Acapulco. So here's the difference between a really good surfer and me. As you can see, here I am,
Otis.
kind of running out ahead of the whitewater. And what I really should be doing is turning back. Now here's an example of Bill, who's outside of the pocket. He turns back into the whitewater there. You can see him turning back in. You want to be right at that spot where the whitewater is. I'm working on it. An abandoned house that sits at the end of the beach. Normally the wave is supposedly like a machine and it goes all the way down the beach, and when you see this house you're supposed to get out. And a couple more sunsets, and here's the little watercolor I did from outside the cabina. Another beautiful night. One time I got up, it was probably 4:30 in the morning, to see this full moon over the ocean, and actually saw it completely set into this orange ball, which was really cool. Yours truly with the drone. And finally, back to LA.